At the start of this year, I sat down and looked at all the major releases when it came to drivers, 3-woods and hybrids, and they all look pretty good. There was one club, however, I looked at and thought, oh, what have they done there? And then I hit it. I mean, that's not even a good strike. You see, sometimes guys, you just can't judge a book by its cover, and you also can't judge it by what you've enjoyed the look of in the past. Because if you want a consistent club that's going to be perfect for you off the tee for certain yardages, just like this one, this could be the perfect club for you. That literally has gone arrow straight. Guys, of course, I'm talking about the brand new 2023 Callaway Paradym X fairway wood. And you know what, the joke's on me because this isn't the fairway wood, this is of course the hybrid. But one thing that Callaway have done here is ditch the traditional hybrid looks and gone with more fairway club appeal. Now, a lot of people won't like this, and I certainly hated it at the time. But when I talk through the tech that's in here, exactly why it looks like, and I mean, let's be honest, if I can hit you a couple more shots like that one, I've already tested this inside, and that's what totally changed my opinion on this club. I mean, that's not even a good strike. So this hole measures 331 yards, and I've come here specifically to tell you that this could be the most consistent product I've tested so far this year. I'm going to talk you through the numbers later on in this video, but if you want to leave yourself the perfect yardage off these short, fairly tight, pesky par 4s, then this could 100% be the club for you. You see, it actually looks and feels quite nice as well, which isn't anything what I expected when I first saw this. And it's just something that got me a little bit out of the blue. And you might think I'm boring here, but if I really don't have to do much. I'll tell you now, that's gone 230 to 235 yards in the air. Spoiler alert, let's get down there and see how close they are together. And I'm actually quite pleased that I didn't strike that middle shot that well, because I want to see into a little bit of wind just how they perform. The first and the second one were, fair to say, pretty central. And guys, you may be forgiven for thinking, oh, this is just another one of those clubs. I'm going to give this a clean actually before I put it away. This is another one of those clubs that just shares the name of the driver, so it's a branding exercise, it's a marketing exercise, and it's just an upsell to the expensive driver, which I may have thought in the past. But having hit this, there's something about it which for a lot of golfers just makes sense. And okay, you could say here that left to right dispersion needs some work. The tee was all the way back there, so I'm approaching these on the angle. But that front to back dispersion, I'm telling you, check this out. This is actually the one that I didn't strike very well. 1, 2, 3, all within a couple of yards of each other, front to back dispersion. Now, if you could offer that to any mid to high handicap to low handicap to Tour Pro, you're taking it all day long. If you can rely on a golf club for how far it goes off a tee on short par 4s, you're never going to shank it, you're never going to duff it, you're never going to put it in the water or the trees. They pay a lot of money for it. I mean, I'm not saying these are cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but you'd pay a lot more. And you see, the big thing about knowing just how far your hybrid's going to go, or any club for that matter, is that it takes a lot of guesswork out, and it also takes out a lot of effort. You see, we're on a par 5 now, we've got 235 yards in to that flag down there. I know that's pretty much going to be the number that this goes, as long as I don't make an absolutely terrible golf swing. There's no foreseeing that. You definitely can't kind of change that. But if I'm not trying my best to hit it as hard as I physically can, there's every chance that I'm just going to make a slightly better swing. I know it's not going to go 250, 260 yards on the fly, so I just need to poke it down there and just hope that that is about the right distance. That's peeling to the right ever so slightly, but I think that's going to be greenside bunker at worst. Guys, what exactly is the tech that goes into this brand new Paradym X hybrid that makes it so reliable? So first of all, we have the brand new jailbreak with, get ready for this, Batwing technology. So this is jailbreak AI, and it is designed to push in the perimeter, stiffen up the chassis whilst allowing the face to flex for higher speed and stability. Fair to say I'm seeing a little bit of that. We have an all new tungsten speed cartridge. That's additional mass in the form of high density tungsten weighting that's integrated into the club head design. That's pushing the center of gravity low and forward, resulting in lower spin, more speed. Okay, we'll go another tick. We have the AI Design 455 Face Cup. So that's an AI high strength face optimization, basically like a little bit more what you do see in the drivers. And then we also have that cut wave sole design, which is for me a little bit like the V Steel, so for better turf interaction and more forgiveness. Who says we test this a little bit more on this par 5? I don't mind that high cutty one. I think if I start that left, then I think we're generally okay, although the wind's off the right slightly. Stop overcomplicating it and just hit it. That. I mean, that's not a sexy ball flight by any stretch, but that's going to pitch on the green, which it has. Fair enough, it's a tiny bit left. Last one. I'm not even testing this for versatility. I don't want it to be versatile. I want it to do exactly what it's been doing in the simulator. 3 very similar ball flights. Very interested to see again just where they've come down and how consistent they are both front to back, and how close we could potentially be to this par 5. Because if you can hit par 5s in 2, that makes the world a lot easier. So guys, like I said, I have jumped in the studio to test this brand new Callaway Paradym X Hybrid for numbers. Spoiler alert, it was very, very consistent. Without spoiling it anymore, let's jump in there and see exactly how it performed for me. So the big thing that I've been looking for here is more consistency than out and out distance. A club like this, you're not really expecting massive distances, but check that out, pretty much on the line, landing around 235 yards. Now that might be a yardage that you think, oh, that's a pesky par 3, it's one of the horrible yardages I really don't like, but just look at how consistent these ball flights are and how close they are landing to the line. I quite like that big high fade as well. You can see that started left, now it's coming back to the centre line, and that one is pitching at 230, running up to 250 odd. So for me, pretty good numbers and nice high ball flights, which is something I want from a forgiving golf club. You can see the averages we've got are 145 ball speed, spinning at 3,500 and 232 average with only 4 yards of standard deviation. That's pretty good, and it's rolled out to around 250 yards. So if you are looking for distance, if you're looking for consistency, if you're looking for forgiveness, I haven't got my words out, this is the club potentially for you. Right guys, very, very consistent numbers there, and once again out here, so yes, I've missed that one to the right, and I did call that one in the fairway bunker. The third shot is there, that did pitch on the green, it's just released out just a little bit. Very, very interesting numbers there with the Callaway Paradym X fairway wood. Fairway wood. I've literally thought in my head, stop saying fairway wood, and the reason for that is that elongated shape. It does look more like a traditional fairway wood as mentioned. The only thing I've not talked about is that adjustability, which could come in very, very handy. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed that review of the brand new Callaway Paradym X Hybrid. If you have, smash that subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you all at the same time tomorrow. Bye.